welcome everybody. We are watching the Imperium Cup, and I'm CJ. Welcome back to the channel. And today we have Ivan the Terrible, Wooklee, and Alphanova in our wildcard bracket. This is a wildcard with, so Ivan the Terrible was in Group I and was fourth in the group with 11 points. Did pretty good, and Wooklee was in Group B, which was a really tough group, and was third in the group with 12 points. And Alphanova in Group M had 14 points. And he was third in the group. So that's the third highest of the wild card qualifiers, just behind Half Past Thor and Orski, who is actually with me today. And say hi, Orski, if you're there.
Hello. Hey, sorry,
yes!
I was in bed.
Right on time. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
How's it going?
It's going well. How are you doing?
I'm well. I'm pretty excited for this game. We've got a pretty good Imperium row here. We have Firm Grip. We've got Gene Manipulation. We've got Negotiated Withdrawal, Fatakin Death Commando, and Treachery. So this is a stacked row. And for our tech, we have Sonic Snoopers, which there's this very, very cheeky kind of strategy that's built around this, which we'll talk about in a future video. There's Detonation Devices, which can be very good, and Holtzman Engine, I think one of the strongest of the high-cost techs in the game. We'll see where they're going to pick. Whoa, we're going to see a Wooklee in fourth position picking up Ilesa Ikaz. It's basically like if you're going to go out with a bang, like have fun.
I love this pick.
Me too. Nice. Me too. Something different.
We do not see a lot of this in competitive play, that's for sure.
No, it's too bad too, because her ability is pretty awesome. It's just hard to play. Oh, we got a Baron in second position here. And I'm guessing we're going to see a Tessia or a Yuna in first position. People like to do that. Maybe a Raban, but I'd like to see something different. I actually could see a really good Ilban in this pick because there's no one else going to challenge for Mentat, really. So an Ilban would be in first position would be pretty good.
I would be surprised. I feel like there has been no Ilban in this tournament.
Yeah, there are very, very few Ilban players. Yeah, to my sadness.
Yeah. I don't know. I would probably expect a Tessia. I feel like with less competition for the tracks, the faction-based leaders do really well.
Yeah.
Getting alliances, everything. It looks like they're eyeing her up. Yep, and they go for it.
Tessia it will be. All right, Niven's going to take it away. And, yeah, let's see our first conflict. We have a skirmish for a point. In the second place is an Intrigue into Solari. Reminder to our players that and for everyone out there, there are no third place rewards in a 3-player game. So everyone has to be pretty careful. I just watched a game a little while ago where someone threw one troop in almost on autopilot thinking that they were going to get a third place rewards. I'm like, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way.
I know. It takes some getting used to these 3-player games.
Yep.
Not as straightforward of a transition as you would think.
All right, we're going to see a Signet Ring set aside with one step ahead with Ilesa Ikaz. And since we haven't seen this character all that much, let me explain how this character works. At the start of the round, before anyone has taken an action, you set aside a card from your hand. And then on the second turn you reveal that card. And then if you play it, you get some resources. If it has one icon, you get Spice. And if it has more than one icon, or less, I suppose, then you get one Solari. And that's it. That's how the character works. And she also has a ring ability that gives her a fold space card for $1, which is nice.
Would you be using the Signet Ring here if you were playing Ilesa?
No.
Because they'll be getting the Solari from the reveal.
Maybe. I don't know. I always feel like it's a really awkward ability. Jesus. Yeah, it's a really awkward ability to me. The getting fold space cards is fine. They're fine. I don't know if they're worth a Solari though. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Yeah, especially when you want those rewards. I would say usually I'm not doing it. In a 3-player game where these faction tracks can definitely get more alliances out of it, I'd be more inclined in this scenario, I think.
Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty fair actually. I hadn't thought about that. Probably slightly better in a 3-player game than a 4-player game. All right, we're throwing him in here. Here's a Master Stroke for the Baron. And we're going to see...
I'm a little surprised Tessia didn't elect to take the Hardy Warriors play, because they can always shift that access around to fold space if they want to.
Yeah,
and this is a 3-point combat.
Indeed. Yeah, it is a little bit awkward. I mean, maybe they're thinking that I'm not 100% sure. Maybe they just don't want to go in for this one. I know that sometimes with the Tessia players, you don't want to get a point immediately and like throw away your water. You'd rather like get some. You'd rather get some spice from it. Here is still suits for Ilesa. Another kind of weird thing about this character is in order to get this bonus, you have to play your second card, which means you can't really early reveal. You know, it's sort of weird.
Yeah, and this is definitely a pretty stacked row. I could definitely see someone wanting to early reveal here.
Yeah, absolutely. Though right now it doesn't look like Tessie is going to with 2 persuasion. Kind of a weird hand. Double dagger. Yeah, it would have been a great hand for a Hardy Warriors, actually. Baron with 4 persuasion. Baron looking like they're going to pick up this firm grip. No one else is going to get in the way.
Yeah, and if they're able to get that firm grip, I'd imagine they're going to be in a really strong spot moving forward.
Yep.
Those influence compression cards can really help you run up and take alliances.
Yep. And this one the bonus for reveal is 4 persuasion if you have the alliance, which doesn't always come into play, usually doesn't, but when it does, it's a pretty big deal. Let's see, Tessia just head over to some smuggling here. No big deal, smuggling it up. Actions.
Yeah, and a bit of a denial there from the Baron. I'm sure he would have liked to have gone smuggling, and then next round he can just go fold space with his first action, and then he could have went to Interstellar Shipping and get all the rewards at once. So,
yep,
nice little block.
Yep. Karthik for Baron. Probably just gonna get his intrigue, which is charisma.
Wow. Okay. Oh, they commit the troop here.
Wait, what? Why'd he get 2? What happened? Huh?
They must have not realized they got it from the space.
Whoop. Yeah, that's. Yeah, put that one back. That one's.
It'd be a nice one to have.
Oh yeah. Whoop. Put that one back, please.
What do you think of this troop commitment here? Because they did put it in.
I don't think it's necessary at all. Yeah. I don't think this extra troop is going to do anything.
Actually, now that I'm looking at it a little closer, they would have lost the combat if they didn't commit that troop. Elisa goes to Arakeen, commits 2 troops. They're both at 4, and
has the 2 daggers. Oh,
so they actually did have to commit the troop there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Good play.
Ultimately, Ilesa went over to tech negotiation anyway, put down a negotiator, and it's just gonna use the buck to get a fold space. So yeah, looks like they are prioritizing those fold space cards. We will see how that works for later on.
Yeah, good tech negotiation. Now they can get one of these nice 3-cost cards. Both pretty good.
It is kind of nice to have these though, just to have the access to different factions. So I guess there is a lot to say about having fold space cards.
Yeah.
Reveal for Tessia for 1 and nothing going. And a reveal for 4 for the... Oh, no, I'm sorry. 3 for the Baron. Baron, I somehow play... No, are we not playing this Charisma? Are we really not playing this Charisma? I'm going to be very surprised.
Yeah, you gotta play the Charisma here.
What's going on? Just play the Charisma and get this freaking firm grip.
That firm grip helps you run away.
Oh, man. I'm...
What else are you saving it for? At the end of the game when you want to spice from slow? I guess you could do that. But
yes.
Getting this card early in when you only have 10 cards in your deck, you're going to be drawn into this 3 or 4 more times throughout the game, maybe.
Absolutely. I think they're still just debating whether they're going to use it or not.
Thinking about it.
It is 100% for me one of the best cards in the game. I guess they could take like a negotiated withdrawal, but I still don't think it's as good as a firm grip. They could, I don't know.
The thing is, the longer they think about it and hover their hand over their entry card, they start giving some tells away. Maybe this is a persuasion. Yep, then they play it.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You go like, well, wait a minute, let me think about this for a little longer. And they're like, what are you thinking about? You have a card that gives you more persuasion? All right, so the firm grip goes to Baron. Reveal for 2 for Ilesa. Probably just going to pick up good old Arrakis Liaison. Or maybe not. Maybe this Imperial Spy. We'll see what she does. Or they.
Yeah, I'm probably going G manipulation.
Oh, yeah, they have the 1 extra persuasion up here. Yep, that's right. Gene is good.
Yeah.
There are no other Bene Gesserits out there right now. but I still think it's the best 3 cost out there.
Yeah, especially compared to its... a Sayadina comes up.
All right. Well, Ilesa will definitely like that if she can get it. And we're going to go to combat. And the Baron's going to take it down, of course. Ooh, another ways pickup for Ilesa. That's great. Always good.
Yeah, not a bad one to pick up, especially earlier on. Now they can save themselves a trip over there. Get that 2 VP. Maybe they can get the alliance with it. We'll see. Baron does have a bit of a head start, though.
Just a bit. Baron with a pretty massive hand of Seek allies, Dagger, Signet, Convincing Dune. Looks like they're going to fold space here.
Yep.
That's the play you were talking about. Fold space and then Dune Desert Planet to Interstellar.
Yeah, it's going to feel a little bit bad that they can't get their Signet Ring ability off, but I'm sure they're fine with their Constellation.
Yep.
Okay.
So here's a Hardy Warriors for Ilesa, and this looks like they're very interested in the Siege of Carthage. Though now their hand is a little bit light on combat because they've already had their daggers. Kind of a weird one to go in on.
And if Green's keeping track, they know that Red doesn't have any daggers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely an argument to be made that they could win this. But they would have to get both city spaces to do it.
Is this?
They must have just put it down. Yeah.
All right.
I will say I do that every single time I play as Ilesa.
I do too. I do too. That's why she's so hard to play. It's just like you're regularly used to it. No worries. All good. All good, Wooklee. We get a Diplomacy to Wealth. Okay.
I'll set them up for a Swordmaster next turn if they go to Smuggling.
Yeah, like that. They'll be the only one able to get it in the next round too, so that's good. Interstellar for Baron. It's probably just going to go up. And Baron definitely set up to take the Sayadina if they can get it.
Interesting. Convincing argument put down?
I think that was like a I forgot, so here's a thing that does nothing, you know.
Very honorable.
Yeah. There's Recon. Recon to Siege early. I like this.
They're planning on getting that Sayadina.
Yeah. They're also possibly able to get this Great Flat next round.
Oh, that too.
So I don't know if they've been keeping track, but with the Diplomacy gone from Tessia and the Seek allies, there's no still suits from Tessia this next round. So, and they will have first access anyway, so that's good.
Yeah, that's nice.
I always wonder if you do go in with a couple of troops for these like 1 spice, 1 intrigue card battles.
I would put in 1. I think one troop for 1 intrigue card and a spice is a great value.
Yeah, the only problem is, I mean, in this case, I guess you wouldn't run this risk, but in some cases, you know, putting it in too early would necessitate someone else coming in with 2 guys or something like that, and you're like, well,
oh yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? I think definitely Tessia should, though. We shall see.
Oh, a Signet Ring play here. I'd be tempted to just Carthage.
Probably, yeah, probably Carthage.
You could risk trying to get 1 more Persuasion to get a Treachery. How many cards do they have in their discard? 5, so that's a 2 out of 5 that they draw the dagger. That has no Persuasion.
That's rough. I don't think you risk it. I just think you go Carthage here.
Yeah, intrigue cards are nice.
Because they're going to want to shift down from the Emperor up to Spacing Guild here and guarantee Interstellar next round. It's not guaranteed. Yeah, it's not guaranteed, though. They have a 3 in 10 chance, or 3 in 11. Is it 3 in 10? Did they not buy anything? Oh, no, they did, but they replaced their Seek allies. So they have 3 in 10 chance to hit their yellow symbol. But they're going to get some spice. This is good. I like this. Setting up for a selective breeding later on. or possibly even some tech, Sonic Snoopers or Detos or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Tessie is now on the board. Do you discard? I think so.
There's definitely, yeah, I mean, negotiated withdrawal is great. The only thing is you do shut yourself down to some of those really nice 5-cost cards like Stilgar or
It's true.
I don't know, Leotkines.
One thing I will say though is I think that negotiated withdrawal is better in a 3-player game, because you can kind of threaten to go in and then you're not going to get anything anyway, so you might as well withdraw. So I think it's better. You're not really tempted to get any of the rewards.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a reveal of 4 for Ilesa, and she's eyeing this negotiated withdrawal. Could also pick up an Imperial Bashar. I don't know.
I've really been growing on Bashar.
Yeah?
It's a pretty good card. Has a built-in artillery.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
Get some trash cards out of your deck early.
Yeah,
I would go for the negotiated withdrawal here, probably, but for the reasons you were just talking about. But
I agree with this card. Yeah, I agree with this pick. Just there's also an argument for just because the trashing is so valuable, and you have slightly longer in a 3-player game to build your deck, just slightly, not very much, but slightly. We shall see. It's going to be a negotiated withdrawal.
Yep, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yep. There's going to be a Bashar for Tessia. I don't know. Actually, I think I just take Yui here, maybe the Imperial Spy. I don't think Bashar is what Tessia wants to be doing at all. Here's another treachery.
So, yeah, it's always going to feel a little bit bad as Tessia buying non-faction influence cards.
Yeah.
I don't think one will break the bank or anything, but what was the other card they bought? I can't search their deck.
They picked it's not in here. They have a fold space.
I guess they didn't buy anything.
They had one persuasion. They had one persuasion first round.
Oh, they're going to love that card though.
Dispatch. Yeah, great card. Excellent for them. And yeah, Ilesa will take this combat down, get a point, goes up to 3. And Tessia will get their reward of spice and the dispatch. Raid stockpiles is our combat for this round. We're in round 3. And the Baron has a Sayadina hand that they're probably not going to be able to make work this round. But it's nice to have.
Yeah. Some nice faction access.
Ilesa set the Dagger as their set-aside card.
Interesting. Planning on a deck negotiation? Mentat, maybe? They do have 2 Solari for it.
Yeah, maybe. I guess you're kind of like a Leto if you do it that way, because you get 1 back.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. Do you get Spice? No, you get Spice, right?
Yeah, she would get the Spice.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
It's surprising there.
You could
technically put the Dune down, pick up all that Great Flat Spice with your next action.
Yes, you could.
No one else has the water to challenge you.
I guess maybe the argument is, what is the argument here? Why you're not doing that?
If Tessia had exactly Water Peddlers Union that gives you a water, that would screw you a little bit. But what are the chances of that? I'd probably take that risk.
Agreed. And it looks like it's going to be a tech negotiation a little bit later for probably a detonation devices or Sonic Snoopers. They've got one negotiator.
Engine.
For Holtzman? Oh, yeah, they have enough for Holtzman. That's right. Oh, you're right. Because they just picked it up.
It'll be real nice in a long game like this. So
absolutely. No, I like that a lot. That's solid. Yeah. In fact, after their play, they're going to actually have 2 left over for selective breeding next round. So I always kind of plan my game around having 2 for selective breeding whenever I need it. Or try to.
Yeah, get yourself out of a bad draw.
Exactly.
Looks like Tessia will just take Interstellar Shipping Track and start racing for that alliance with the guild track.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nice. And they can still grab Swordmaster with their second move.
Baron's going to drop here with the shipping and get some more spice. Get some more Solari, excuse me. And see where they go up. Are they going to challenge the Spacing Guild?
That would be. I would be very surprised if they did that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd just go for it here. You can just waste so much time chasing people.
Yeah, you can. Looks like it was just for the Fremen.
I'm surprised. Well, I guess they can still get the memo quarters as long as no one blocks.
Oh, and Ilesa did go to Mentat here, so okay, they're going to be able to get Holtzman either way. But drawing the extra card sets them up for a 5/6 buy for a treachery. That's a great play from Wooklee here.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Really good. Yeah.
Although, if they went tech negotiation, they still would have had 6.
They still would have had
the
6.
treachery.
Yeah, no, that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So they'll have 7 now.
Would
I mean,
they?
I guess they could get UAE in a treachery.
Did they draw the second dagger?
I thought they drew the signet ring.
If they drew the signet ring, they would have had 5. Because they would have had 2, 4 plus the tech.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so they did need to do that. Good play.
Very calculated, Wooklee. And on to Alphanova's turn with Baron, and I think it's just debating where to throw this this fold space at the moment.
I'd be pretty tempted to just go to Wealth, set yourself up for a Swordmaster next round.
Yeah.
Cycle the card out. You're going to want to start working on that track anyway. You have Firm Grip, so if you ever get the Alliance, that's worth 4 Persuasion. Yep,
And he agrees. Picks up a dagger. So Baron's not in combat this round. Looks like it's going to be Ilesa or Tessia. Ilesa has essentially the last say in the matter, but Tessia could possibly like read that they're going to go up to tech negotiation and just like say, well, I'll just throw 3 guys in and see what you got.
Yeah. Well, Tessia's going to go last, so they...
Oh, you're right. No, Tessia's going to go last. Yeah, yeah. In order. So they'll know. They'll know. Then this just has to be what? This has to be a dagger to tech negotiation. Otherwise, everything I just said goes out the window.
Yeah, and it's a really well thought out play. Because now you get one of these really good treachery cards and you get Holtzman Engine, which will just power your engine through the rest of the game.
Yep, absolutely.
Thinking about it, though.
I mean, I think Holtzman is just, by and large, the best. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Yep, okay, it's going to be Holtzman. So they're going to have a 2 discount. They're going to go to 2 spice. And we will see Mnemonic Film. All right.
Pretty powerful tech. We'll see who can grab it.
Now, this looks like an auto throw into like Arakeen or Carthag for Tessia Vernius here.
Yeah, and you see both of their daggers down. So you're pretty much just playing around whatever intrigue card they have.
You could also still suits here with this diplomacy, but then you're not buying again, and that's been kind of like a problem for Tessia. She's got like no cards. This dispatch with a dagger, even though it's like using your card, it might actually be better here just so you can buy like a Rekka's Liaison.
Yeah, because they've been doing like no engine building.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they're
yeah. Oh.
Well, I mean, it
they
might
are
not
gonna
be so
opt
bad.
for the diplomacy. Yeah, you can save it for later too. Unstuck your hand.
Yeah, exactly. So I do like this. I mean, this is fine. You just kind of like have to bite the bullet and say, well, I'm not buying anything. Or you could buy Dr. Yui. Actually, you can still buy the Dr. Yui. He's out there. He's still out there.
But then that would be your second blue only access card. So that starts to get awkward too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, reveal a 3 here for the Baron. Fennec and Death Commando. Solid card. And they have some Fremen synergy going already.
Alrighty. And we're going to see a reveal of 6 for Ilesa, and that's going to be a treachery.
Yep.
Do you take that treachery or this treachery? All right, Shai-Hulud comes up.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Very powerful card.
It's starting to grow on me a little bit. I've played a couple more games with Shai-Hulud and just seen how powerful it can be. It's kind of like, it's a really good get out of like jail free card if you have absolutely no way to make troops. It just makes troops. It's nice.
Oh yeah, and it's just nice. It's get a bunch of trash out of it, and if
Mm-hmm.
you can get some Fremen bonds going, people I feel like forget about this card in people's decks sometimes.
Yeah, agreed.
Actually, no one's really going for big combat builds this game, so whoever does start grabbing these Gunthopters and Shy Haloods, they're gonna have a pretty big advantage going forward.
Yep. Everyone's a little bit slow out the gates. We have Tessia with just a point. Picks up a Counselor's Dispensation from the combat. She's probably going to get that eventually, but not right now. And we're going on to round number 4. Sort through the chaos.
Meh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't expect a lot of competition for this one.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good. Like if it's right before like a 30 combat, I think its value goes up, but
Yeah, get just locking down that Mentat for you.
Ilesa with a pretty good persuasion hand here.
Yeah, they might end up getting Shy Halud here.
Mm-hmm. Or the second treachery, which that would actually be my pickup. I just take the second treachery and just keep looping them over and over again.
That's true, and then people are real afraid of you stealing away their alliances.
Yep. Imperial
What's
Bashar.
Tessia?
Yeah, it's this kind of sad Imperial Bashar here.
Probably just Interstellar, right?
It's got to be Interstellar. I mean, you've been kind of setting up to do that as much as possible. I guess there is an argument that you know what? There isn't an argument to do anything else. I think you just have to Interstellar here, Interstellaring, and just like saying, all right, I'll just have to wait till next round to use it again. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe deciding whether to use the ring. This is one of those weird spots where I hate leading these turns.
They're just waiting for Ilesa to reserve their card.
There, yeah, you're right. Putting a fold space down. I like this. Yep. I like it when fold spaces could be used for this ability because then you're not really blocked anywhere. It starts to feel a little bit more open as Ilesa, and I think that's how you have to play her, just kind of with these fold spaces in the second action slot.
Yeah, and then they pay for their own Solari. You can keep getting more, keep getting faction access. I like it. I can see the appeal.
Action on Tessia. It's gonna be Interstellar, of course.
Yep. Got to do it.
Mm-hmm. It puts pressure on the rest of them to actually go to smuggling, because if you leave it and it goes all the way back around to Tessia, well, that's pretty bad news for everyone else. From an alliance.
Yeah, an alliance here.
Yeah. Good old firm grip. Baron looking very good this round.
Yeah, that's one alliance that's, could definitely be challenged by Ilesa. It does have the treachery, has that intrigue card as well. So I'd imagine Baron's going to feel safe here and not commit anymore, but guess we'll see. Yep. Get punished.
Can't get complacent as the Baron. I've seen it. The Baron gets ahead, then gets a bunch of alliances, and then everyone just like gangs up.
Yeah.
Those are mine. So, action on Ilesa.
Where are you going if you're Ilesa here?
I would probably selective here.
Yeah.
But this is fine too. Oh, you can't go to party. Yeah, here. I think selective is correct. Lets you trash something out of your discard pile. Set you up for possibly Shy Halud, treachery, or just a Spice Must Flow if you really want. I don't know if I'd really want to get that this early.
Yeah, it's real early for it. And Shy Halud can be worth a couple of points on its own, depending on when you draw it.
Other option is to to ship and block Tessia, but looks like Tessia is going to get shipping. Yeah, this is why I think that the shipping track is slightly better in 3-player games, is this sort of thing happens where other people just have other things to do, and then one person can hit both spaces on the shipping track in one turn or one round. Pretty powerful.
Oh yeah, and I'd be pretty tempted to just go back there with the ring right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but she's got other things
Oh,
on her
that is a
mind.
lot of spice
That
built
is,
up there.
that is a lot of spice. Tessia's sitting on
That's
12 spice.
that's two highliners. They are going to be very hard to stop. Yeah,
Yep,
you can just throw them in. Why not?
might as
Red
well.
doesn't have any troops in garrison. They can't go to Hardy, so you're at least getting second place with those.
With Tessia taking all the spice, this puts the Baron and Ilesa in a bit of a pickle. How are you going to get spice quick enough to highliner for the round 3 conflict? I don't know if you will.
I don't think so. Yeah,
No. I
it's
think
going to be very
Tessia,
challenging.
and Tessia has a guaranteed highliner, so that's nice. The patience is going to pay off. Ilesa is going to reveal the fold space, probably. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Where do you go here, though? I'm not really sure.
This could be that smuggling block we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Where they might be tempted to grab Mimic Film. They could grab a Dreadnought here if they're feeling frisky. They do go up to 3 Solari here, right? Or did they already take
No,
that?
they can't do that. They have to pay the Solari first, so unfortunately
Yep.
won't be able to do that. Yeah, that would have been a good play. I don't know. I mean, maybe you just hit like secrets and start pushing up on Bene Gesserit. I mean, getting 2
Yeah.
ahead is pretty good. It's a point. It all but
Could
guarantees.
also
Yeah, go ahead.
consider going still suits.
Yep. Yep. Yes.
Looking like Tessia's activating her ring ability. A little bit late. They probably talked about it though.
Yeah.
So she'll grab her super token with the Fremen, grab a water.
Didn't affect anything, so everyone's cool with it.
Yep. Yeah. Just
So-
knowing what we know, a still suits play. The only thing is, do you scare the Baron into pushing farther up the track? Because you don't really want that with what you've got going right now.
That's true. This is a hard choice. I don't know if I like
Yeah.
Mentat here, though.
No, because you'll never be able to save up any Solari if you keep going there. I'd be really tempted to go smuggling here.
Yeah, I think I agree, because that gives you an option of hitting smuggling again next round, and
Yeah.
I mean, I think you have to do the fold space, right? Because otherwise, I mean, it does the exact same thing as everything else you have. It's a hard choice. Yeah, if you hit smuggling and then hit smuggling again, that's exactly 8. So then you can get your Swordmaster. Looks like tech negotiation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 persuasion.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by this. I mean, they are setting themselves up for a good Spice and Slow engine, but how many of those are you gonna buy?
Yeah, good question.
You're not gonna get up to 10 just buying all those. You got to set up some alternate point sources here.
There's no tech, Ixion tech, what are they called? Engineers in the row either. So this isn't based on anything in the Imperium row. It just seems to be like, it is a good tech. This is a good tech. This is a good tech, and they kind of work together. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be you're gonna buy a little bit high this round, is all.
Yeah, and it just
Did she
I don't
get
know. It
her?
never feels great buying a lot of Spice Must Flow super early in the game. Oh yeah, they forgot to get the Solari.
There we go. No, it's just one. There we go. Yep. Tessia to fold space. Fold space to fold space. The good old combo. Draws are convincing. Now has 2, 4, 5 persuasion. Still just shy of getting their treachery.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's probably just gonna be a Gunthopter. You know, they're already going down a pretty spice, combat heavy strategy, and they can
Yeah.
just dominate these endgame combats.
Yeah, they can. There's definitely a world where just thinning your deck and, hitting all of these dagger cards is going to work. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not a huge fan of that strategy with Tessia, but hit with the 12 spice accumulated. I mean, there's a good argument for doing that because you're going to hit Highlander twice. So maybe they're just planning on winning like 2 level 3 combats and just winning the game that way.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for them to get their. I guess they're only 4 away. They just don't have a lot of access cards purchased. I think the only thing they have now is that fold space.
The fold space and the dispatch, right? That's
Oh
about
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So I guess that with the diplomacy will get them 3 more.
Mm-hmm. All right, Baron's going to throw some troops in after going to still suits. And looks like they would love to take it down, but they're not going to because his Bishar's in hand. But
Yep.
Okay, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Persuasion. What do you do? I would go treachery. I would just buy all the treacheries. I'd play a deck with just treacheries.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite cards.
You could go treachery Gunthopter and just start going to town on these.
Yes, you could.
There's definitely a temptation to get this Spice Must Flow, but at this point, this is a winner take all game.
Yes.
So getting Spice Must Flows over and over again, I don't think that's going to be fast enough to compete with, especially the Baron, who's already at 5 points. They're set up to get more alliances too.
Yeah, I think you got to go for combats. Yeah, I think the treachery and maybe just 2 Arrakis liaisons is better. So then you keep yourself open for Spice Must Flow down the road.
That's true.
Or maybe just 1. How many do you really need? They're thinking pretty hard on this one here, though. And it's gonna be
Looking like they're leaning towards it. Yeah,
treachery.
I like that.
Oh, the Kwisatz comes up. They could have gotten it if all you had to do is buy Dr. Yui and Kwisatz would have come up.
You should have known.
Who would have known?
That's what's next card.
Always plan around Kwisatz. But treachery is the buy. And looks like maybe the Gunthopter or an Arrakis liaison or a Dr. Yui. I don't know.
Yeah, 5 left. If they're gonna get Dr. Yui, I think you buy that first just to see what's gonna come up in case a better 4-cost card comes up. But if they're not, then buying this straight out isn't bad at all. And they do.
Smuggler's Thopter is the replacement in the row.
Yeah, and I can see Tessia loving that reveal.
Oh yeah. Easy peasy. Let's grab that Smuggler's Thopter and that Yui and just go to town. Although this is one of those weird things where some of these powerful draw cards only have 1 icon. And then you get in trouble later on. Oh, there's a power play. Oh, man. Tessia just missing out on all these great cards. Jeez.
Yeah, not a lot of faction access for Tessia, unfortunately. And Baron will just reveal 1. They won't. Oh, they could get Dr. Yui.
Do it. Looks like they're not going to. We're going to go to combat. All right. Yep. Combat time.
Yep.
Looks like that's a pass. It's going to pass, and it's going to go to Tessia, who will take down. Gets a corner of the market. Oh, that's a big one.
Wow, okay.
That's a big one. I don't know if they're going to be able to race this Ilesa, but that's a good one.
Yeah, they picked up some card draw now, so they do have some openings to actually getting that done. And it probably shouldn't be too hard to get 2 in. No. I don't think they're getting both of the points from Ilesa, but...
Probably not. Baron picks up Secret of the Sisterhood as well. I think we've seen 3. Have we seen 3 of the influence cards yet?
I think we've only seen 2.
2, okay, yeah.
And I don't think they've been played yet.
Here goes a dagger into the 1 step ahead for Ilesa. Okay, now Baron's sitting on a point here with Sayadina, so it's going to really incentivize people to start like really going hard on these combats. We're on combat 5. We have one more level 2, and then our first level 3. So people are going to have to worry that the Baron might get there before they do, before they get to level 3s. It's a problem.
And I guess I didn't notice this, but Baron did move up to with the Fremen as well. A little bit worried about Ilesa. I know it's a good call because they would have been able to steal it this turn.
Yep.
Ilesa might be able to win this fight without committing any troops before the reveal.
Oh yeah, look at this.
And a Gunthopter.
Wow, look at this hand. You're right. This is insane. They also have a negotiated withdrawal just in case things go south. It's crazy. Master Tactician is the pickup from the... Whoa! What just happened? What? Whoa.
Wait. Okay, yeah, that was an accident. Because they played an agent. They just unfortunately revealed their hand. We'll see if red and green were paying attention because they got a pretty nice peek there.
Yeah.
If they were paying attention, they should now be blocking
still suits.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be a huge block.
Oh man.
Still suits and siege.
That sucks. Don't hit that reveal button.
If there's any table talk going on right now, that's what you got to be saying. Because if they can deny the Saidina point this round, that would be so huge.
Yeah, but you know what? Ilesa's just gonna like put it on Tessia to do that. It's gonna be funny. She doesn't want to do that. Here's secrets for 2 bumps. All right, should have been a block. It's just do still suits. You know it.
Yeah.
That's the game. It's like somebody actually accidentally drops their cards on the table.
I know those cards specifically because you can play around those so well. You block the still suits here, even if they go to siege. Yeah. They don't have the spice for selective breeding, and they can't go to Hardy Warriors and get the Saidina point off. So
I give him props for the honorable play though.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see. Honorable play. Picks up a recruitment mission, which could be very good. It'd be awesome if they could use that and get that Kwisatz and put it on top of the deck, but
oh my god, yeah.
Don't see that happening this round, but you never know. I am a little surprised that they played the treachery, to be honest here. Maybe they're just like, well, I don't really have anything else going on, and they really don't.
Yeah, they have 2 of them. They do want to be buying Spice Plus Flows eventually, and drawing into those doesn't give you any persuasion.
Yep.
Okay, so Still Suits is still going to be open.
Yep.
And Tessia is starting a Spice Bank.
Yeah, you got to go to Tessia now for your spice.
Yeah. Yeah, they've gotten all the large. Besides Tessia getting that one 5-cost 5-spice Great Flat in the beginning, she's been getting everything.
Yeah,
this is spending
crazy. Yeah, better start spending it here. I think you got to drop a Highliner here and then just like hold it for the next one. Possibly. I mean, Tessia could also just smuggle and get a bunch of Solari and then hit like the High Council this round too, couldn't they? Oh no, they couldn't. They could oh no, they could. They could smuggle and then use fold space for the High Council. No one else is even close to High Council. It's crazy.
Also an argument, with this much spice, you could just get the 7-point spy satellites.
Yeah, absolutely. 7
Trash it out. 'Cause they're probably going to get the influence they need from these other ones anyway. Although, at this point, with the Baron poised to take the Emperor track and Red being on the Ben and Gesserit track, I don't know if those extra bumps are doing a lot for you.
Yeah. That's a good point. I don't know why the Baron's thinking so hard. You know you got to play Saidina, and you got to do it now.
Yeah, you got to do it now. You're just asking to get blocked if you don't.
Yep.
They could throw a troop in here, get possibly a water refund if things go well. Although Tessia does have 3 actions left, so maybe unlikely that you end up getting second place.
Yep. Players need to be
especially
careful.
This is a victory point combat, so Tessia's definitely going to be going in.
Oh, I see. I was thinking about Mentat. Forgive me, YouTube viewers.
Okay. They're with a
Ilesa.
pretty hefty lead here. They're up to 6 now. Next closest is Red at 3. And I don't think they're slowing down.
No.
This is only going to get worse. They still have firm grip, so that'll help them pick up their other points as well. And they might even start chasing Tessia on the guild track.
Absolutely. They can. Tessia gives up this guild. I think it's just over. I don't know if they can catch Baron in time.
Yeah.
Especially with a potential second Sayadina point looming. I mean, they have 7 cards in deck, so it's going to take a little bit, but I mean, it'll happen eventually. So what is Ilesa doing here? It was a dagger reveal, so if she daggers up to tech negotiation and can pick up this Sonic Snoopers, that might be good. So these cards in hand are bad. This know their ways is completely worthless at this point. This recruitment mission is not doing anything, so I actually might do that. Looks like that's what they're gonna choose to do, and it is going to be maybe a Sonic Snoopers. Yes? Question mark.
Yeah, I think the Sonic Snoopers is a good play here. Like you were saying, I don't think they're in love with their intrigue cards right now.
No.
And you don't even have to cycle them out right now if you don't want to. If you want to wait until a little bit later. But
yeah, I mean, I like this. And then the next turn you can just like hit secrets again and then just pop it and then draw 4 new cards. That's pretty good. You're light on action here. That's the problem. You've been light on action the whole game. Baron and Tessia both have their Swordmaster. Gets a favored subject with that. There we go. There's the third one. So favored subjects, the Know Their Ways, and the Secrets of the Sisterhood have all come out.
Yes, that's pretty much picking up half a point. They'll have to head over to the Emperor track eventually to get that going, but
ooh,
fun pickup.
Here's Dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts picking up memo quarters.
I'm pretty surprised that no detonation device is there.
Yeah,
that could be its own win condition.
I am too.
I guess they just want to speed up getting those snooper tokens, but like I was saying, I think it's going to be hard even with the extra bumps. We'll see. I mean, Blue hasn't been committing too much to the Emperor track, but I think if they take the bump there, they'll probably just start going there a little bit more, try to firm it up.
Now, is Blue even thinking about going in for combat here? Because the only card they have for combat gives them combat. So I don't know if that's something they're going to want to do. I could see a Carthag play here. Just track running seems fine.
Yeah. If I'm Baron here, I'm probably just going to Wealth. Start working on that alliance.
Yeah.
Especially because as soon as Tessia gets that snooper, they're shooting one ahead of you. So the race is on. And if they have a diplomacy, which we know they do, then time's running out. They can go to conspiring too. So
yeah, they can.
Realistically, they could take the alliance this turn with a Wealth Conspire. I probably wouldn't do that as Tessia, but they could.
There's no real rush, right? I mean,
no.
Yeah. Tessia also has, they might conspire. I was just thinking about this. They might conspire here instead and then hit up High Council because they don't have oh no, they can't hit High Council. Oh, what a bummer. No symbols. No symbols for High Council.
Still probably worth setting up for it in the future though.
Yeah, it is. This would be the perfect turn for it though. You're just shy of hitting a Spice Must Flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're 1 away.
Yeah.
No.
The only awkward thing about conspiring is it would put you up to 4 intrigue cards. You only really get punished if Ilesa goes there with her first action next round.
Yep.
Before you can play, but
which she probably will now that she's got the Sonic Snoopers.
That is true.
So, you never know.
No, it's Baron's turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I like this play.
Yep, Wealth. There you go. Now Tessia actually might be thinking about Conspire though. I think it's a good play.
I think it is too, and you're going before the Baron next round.
Yes.
So you can definitely beat them if you want to use your Dispatch and Envoy.
Do you use Dispatch and Envoy? You actually have 2 actions here that might be worth it. You could actually... Oh, okay. This is important to see Ilesa reveal first. Because now Tessia can judge whether they're going to even Highliner this round if they wanted to. Highliner getting 3 Solari, and then
They are going to negotiate a withdrawal.
ooh,
I would not do that.
yeah, I don't agree with that either here.
You're giving up. This is a point, and you pretty much have it locked down. I mean, this sets you up for future combats, I guess, and it gives you the bump. But
This basically gives the point to Tessia. Maybe you're okay with that at this point, as long as Baron's not getting it. It just seems so sketchy. Okay, here's favorite subject.
okay, so they'll just take their.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah, me too. Well, it has 3 to 4 for buying, and wow, there's that staged incident we saw earlier, so
Okay.
it comes back. Actually, probably would have liked to do that this round.
Yeah, that's a little bit better than negotiated withdrawal.
Yep. But now Ilesa on 4 points, catching up a little bit, gets their alliance with Bene Gesserit. Buys. Oh yeah, they have 5 with the tech negotiation, so buys power play. So that's great. Wow, they have 3 like massive influence cards, or it had.
Yeah, these alliances are. I'm sure Baron's pretty happy they locked up that Fremen alliance.
Yeah,
now,
no kidding.
Nothing feels safe anymore.
All right, Tessia is probably looking at a conspire. You can't let Baron get both alliances.
Yeah, I think you conspire, and then you just go to Carthag or Arakeen, get the troops in, then you win the combat as well.
Yeah, I mean, you might be worried that Ilesa is holding some combat cards. Would you be worried at this point? They have 3. They haven't played.
Yeah,
any.
I'd be pretty worried. And the thing is, that negotiated withdrawal is a pretty big confidence play.
Oh,
You're
it
saying
is.
like, I think I can still win this, even pulling back 3 troops. So
Yep.
I would be pretty scared.
So maybe it's Highliner and Conspire. You kind of have the floor for two whole rounds. You can just, or 2 whole actions, do whatever you want really.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
What are they talking about? I wonder what they're bantering about. Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
Because gonna get the spice must flow this round. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just. Might be tempted here to use the dispatch and envoy. Actually. Whoa. Oh. They have to.
Pretty nice.
They're gonna.
So they
have
did
to.
draw a dagger here with Imperial Bashar, so that would give them enough to win this combat now. If they don't dispatch an envoy, send the dagger away.
Mm-hmm. But the problem is if they play any other card, they won't be able to buy Spice Must Float this round.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I mean, here's the thing.
Or they can
You
just go
have to be
Quizots.
worried about.
Let's buy Quizots.
Oh yeah, it's not a bad backup option.
No?
The thing is though, I don't, because Baron has Master Tactician. And they have what, 3?
I'd be
Yeah, they're
worried that Baron is
5.
holding something too. Yeah, if Baron gets another
Yeah,
point.
one of your opponents probably has something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Do you go for the point now? Or do you go for the other point now? Which point do you want now?
A lot of, yeah. I'd be pretty tempted to just give up on the combat here. I think if you're gonna go for the combat,
No.
probably just Highliner. But
Interesting.
I'd also go to Carthag.
Interesting. Carthag seems. I don't know.
I kind of like the Carthag play because then if you get a combat card, then you know whether you can. Yeah, they don't.
Oh no, diversion.
That's not what you want to see.
Diversion.
I mean, it'll be good for when they finally go to Highliners, but. So this will work out, knowing
Yes.
everybody's cards. It's
Yeah.
definitely a risky play, but it's going to pay off here. And they get to get the Quizets now. Or maybe they'll be tempted by Shai Halud. Never know. I'd definitely go Quizets, but
Yeah, I think Quizots is just better. Yeah, I mean, Shai-Hulud, they are set up for a lot of combat. There's also a Worm Riders here to tempt
and
them.
they have Dispatch and Envoy.
Ooh,
Shai Halud to Highliners would just be fun.
that is fun. Dispatch and Envoy just makes every card better.
Yep.
All right, here is a buy of 8.
Just out of range of Blue's card.
Yep, yep. Let's see what they're gonna do here. I'd imagine it's gonna be Kwisatz.
Yeah, that and they don't have a lot of Fremen cards to
That's
actually
true.
make. Oh,
Jessica too. Holy moly.
man, we're seeing all the good cards today.
Yeah, it's nice.
Sometimes in these games, the cards kind of just die out in the row. No one wants to buy the third Sardaukar infantry.
Mm-hmm. What? Oh, he's retreating.
I think he's just trying to get the
Second
water.
place. Yeah, yeah, he's just getting second place. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't think as the Baron you're ever winning a combat again with the cards your opponents have. So just
Agreed.
taking the water now, you have Saiyadina. I think that's a good call.
Agreed. Yep. Salvage this combat somewhat. All right, combat goes to Tessia. Everyone is passing, and that is going to do it. I see. This is why I would have liked to see the detonation devices instead of the memo quarters here. I think that the detonation devices would have just been a big game for Tessia. The extra point puts her to 5, but as it is, Tessia at 4.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on round 6, and it is Secure Imperial Basin. That is a good one.
And another victory point combat, like you said. So Tessia can just keep winning these if she wants.
Yep. Ooh, man, this is rough. Tessia just has to go to the Emperor right now. Like, they just have to give it all they have. Because
I would.
there's a fold space in Baron's hand right now, and that means this is going to be impossible to race afterwards.
Yeah, they could just go to a little bit awkward there.
Yeah.
Forgetting to send off the Dreadnought.
Yep. Just as a note, you have to send your dreadnoughts before we reveal the next conflict, so that you don't know what's coming up. Of course.
Yeah. So
It's
Red
okay.
will reserve their card while they're going. I think it's Tessia. You probably just play your Smuggler Stopper to shipping.
Shipping, yeah.
Give you the point.
Yeah.
Maybe you can end up saving your.
Oh, you can take the
Your
alliance
card.
that way. Yeah, no, you can do it that way. That works. I always forget. Shipping is really good. Shipping is really good.
Oh, so good. And if they want, they could grab the wind traps for free, set themselves up for a research station for future turns for some awkward draws.
That's a good point. I like that too.
The only thing is, next turn they're going first again, so if they go down and up, they can get a lot more persuasion going.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I think there's arguments to be made for both. I'd probably, considering that they are racing for alliances and they still have a couple more, or one more super token to go, you probably just go for the play that gives you the most influence.
Yeah, I agree. Tech is pretty appealing though.
What did Ilesa put down? I didn't notice.
Lisa puts down reconnaissance.
Okay.
Okay.
So it seems like Elisa's been pretty committed to just never getting the Swordmaster and getting Mentat as their third action every round.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they'll just grab Mentat now? Because there's, especially looking at the hands, there's a pretty good chance that the Baron might just grab Mentat for themselves.
This
Some daggers that are a little bit awkward.
this setup is a little confusing to me, honestly, because you really want to hit. They're still deciding. You really want to hit like the High Council this round. If you're not going to get the Mentat or not going to get Swordmaster, you got to get High Council. You got to start buying some Spice Mist Flows because this Holtzman is doing nothing. It's doing nothing. In fact, I don't think I would do that either. I think I'd probably put down like my Signet Ring first as my my hold card, and then yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see. Here is Siege Tabor. They have other plans. And I'm sure that Wooklee has better plans than I do, as he's made it further in the tournament than I have.
Yeah, still deciding. Yeah, I like this play. I think this is good.
Okay, Signet Ring. All right.
Little unfortunate that Green put their Dreadnought on Carthag, because that would have been the extra Solari they needed to get their High Council seat.
Yeah, absolutely. Throws 3 troops in, though. That makes sense. Here's shipping. Let's see if they go up, down, or down, up. It's going to be down. Yep, up, down.
They could take detonation devices now.
They could.
They won't be able to get the point until next round when the Dreadnought comes back, but they would be almost assuredly winning next round. They'll be drawing into their diplomacy too. And they're the only ones with spice for it, but I like not to.
Transports. Yeah, I still think that's the best play though. Getting the
Are they going to grab more spice?
Probably.
There's 5 spice on the Great Flat right now.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. There's this game when it's 3-player, spice just accumulates.
Yeah,
so there's a lot more. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, draws 2, gets Dune and a convincing. So a current persuasion of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And has enough for.
And they could grab their High Council.
Mm-hmm. I think Ilesa's plan is to go there too, so we'll see.
Keeping the 4 intrigue cards in hand, so they still are at risk here. We know that they're fine, but...
All right, here's the Baron doing dirty Baron things. And it's probably going to pay the Solari to go up with Bene Gesserit or oh, spacing. They want that alliance. That's dangerous, though.
I'm surprised that Green never really pushed for that alliance.
Yeah, yeah. It is a little dangerous because of how much spice Tessia has.
Yeah, she's going to start pounding
Highliners here.
Highliners.
Mm-hmm.
But I think... Well, how many cards do they have left in the discard? They have 2 left, so they can cycle back into their diplomacy and their firm grip. So they might be able to stand a chance here.
Mm-hmm.
And they could go smuggling for some extra influence as well. The only thing is they're fighting a war on 2 fronts if they start doing this, because now they have to try and get Emperor and the guild track. We'll see. There's the Mentat play.
All right, Mentat for Ilesa. Are they going to buy another fold space? They are. All right. Interesting. They're not. Okay.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. I
Yeah,
still think
later in the game.
I still think I like the diplomacy to secrets and then just like pop this Sonic Snoopers, because like what else are you doing with it? It's the cards in your, well, except for like staged incident, which is obviously going to happen this round. Like what else are you doing? In fact, it's a little weird if they end up winning this combat and not able to play staged incident. That would be very strange.
Oh, yeah.
Because you might not even get a chance to use staged. I mean, you probably will, but you never know. And Tessia is looking at, I don't know, probably just use this dispatch here. I honestly think that if you don't dispatch here and put some troops in, I think you're going to lose the spacing alliance. I think you're going to run out of it. Run out of options. Maybe not. They have other plans. Nope. They see it.
Okay.
Dispatch.
I think this is a good time to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Get a victory point out of this.
This also sets you up for Spice Must Flow this round. So you can hit the research station. That should do it. Yeah, I think the 6 troops will probably do it here. Yep. Especially,
and I'm sure Elisa's not too upset. This could be their staged incident turn now.
That's right. Oh, here's another one.
Okay.
And a diversion.
Oh, there we go.
Nice. Sick diversion play. All right. The next action is on the Baron. Baron's kind of looking at just spice harvesting this round. I don't know what else they're going to be doing. Bypass protocol still sitting in hand. Hasn't done anything. It's just going to be a...
Oh, this is going to be an alliance deal from the Baron?
Oof, yeah, sure looks like it.
Yikes, yeah. Oh, wow. I'm... Okay.
Ooh,
I mean, they both work. They both do the same thing.
They do. They do. I think that it's meaner to do the Emperor.
So, yeah, I would go for the Emperor track here.
I would agree.
Just because Yeah, you know Tessia's going to be going Highliners a bunch. They're probably going to get that 5 spice sitting on the Great Flat, 6 next turn.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You don't really need the Solari. I know it's nice, but they already have their Swordmaster. They have enough for High Council if they want that. Yep, I like that play.
Baron's at 7. All right. The Baron is not even close to buying Spice Mist Flows, so it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. And Ilesa is probably going to sit on this Diplomacy, or use this Diplomacy rather, I'd imagine. Just not sure where yet. Secrets, still suits.
Yeah, you could go still suits here. Commit 1 more troop, because with the amount of troops that are in right here, Baron's not going to want to put more troops in. So then when you use your staged incident, you're getting 2 water for 1 troop, which is pretty nice.
Yep.
I don't know what you're going to do with 4 water, but you can at least make Tessia's next turn a little bit awkward, because they'll have to decide to either go to Great Flat or go to Interstellar Shipping. But they could also just work on getting their 2 VP points.
Interesting. I think I like the play to Secrets and then pop Sonic Snoopers here, honestly. Even though it just pushes you up the same track you've been going up, the main thing here is that you have a bunch of worthless cards in your hand. I don't know what you're going to do with them. You're already buying Spice Mist Flow this turn. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 8. Oh no, he only has 8. He has only 8. So he does need that. Oh wow. Does need this recruitment mission then, actually, to get 9. So never mind, ignore me. Just keep that, I guess.
Actually, yeah, I think you put the troop in here for what I just said before.
Yes, I agree.
I'm a little bit surprised. I think Fold Space actually could have been a good play, because they have a power play and a... Wait, do they still have both treacheries?
They have 1 treachery, right? 1 treachery, 1 power play.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It could have been a good
that's
play.
An alliance that can still be stolen.
Yep.
The other 2, you're not getting Fremen. You're most likely not getting Emperor either. And they do put the troop in, so that's nice.
Yep. This makes sense. Baron's just going to set up for 1 big Hail Mary turn. Though they are at risk of other players just creeping back into this with Spice Mist Flows, points out of hand. Oh, there's the juicy Quizzy.
This is nice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's currently sitting at 8 persuasion. There's 2 cards left in deck. One of those is a dagger. That's awkward.
They could just Kwisatz to Tech Negotiation to guarantee it, or they could go to Conspire if they want to try and fight for that alliance. They will be also, first up to go to...
They can ship too. They can just move the shipper.
Just,
yeah, use them again, basically. The shipping.
The only thing is, do they have any faction influence left in their deck if they ship?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because they might not be able to get the alliance next turn.
That's a really good question. Well, no, they have 2 cards left in their deck, so they're going to reshuffle. And they have Kwisatz and Diplomacy. So they have a pretty good chance of hitting one of those. Not a great chance, but 12. 2 out of 12. So 1 in 6. They have a 1 in 6 chance of hitting one of them. Of course, you want to hit Diplomacy.
Oh, wow. Put them all in here.
Wow. Yeah.
This is a big commitment. I'm surprised. I mean, Red loves seeing this.
Yeah. Red loves seeing this. Blue's like, okay, sure.
Oops.
Let's see what they do here.
I just High Council seat.
High Council makes a lot of sense. Yep. They also have to think about this memo quarters or whether they're going to be able to trigger it. They have 1 more on Fremen, and they have a long way to go on Bene Gesserit.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh. Baron picking up the spy satellites.
That's a point.
It's a point. There's a restricted ordinance.
Yeah. The only problem is this does slow your engine down a little bit now.
Okay, there's the recruitment mission played to get the spice must flow or not. Are you going to get a Jessica here? Oh my.
I think you have to start buying spice must flows now. You have the tech, Holtzman engine. You just need to get that online now.
Agreed.
This game's ending. It's time to get some points.
You can put it on top. He could put it on top.
Oh, yeah, that would be an interesting...
That's an interesting strategy you've got there. Alrighty. So then we're going to see Tessia play their Kwisatz here. Recruitment mission gone. Oh, we got to hit pass. There we go.
I don't know. This might be crazy. I think
what do you think?
play would just be to... Because if we look at the odds, there's 4 desert access cards. There's only 2 access to diplomacy. And the thing is, you want to use that diplomacy access to go to Highliners anyway.
I think you're right, yeah. So you're saying hit Highliner now again?
I'm thinking hit wealth now. You're going first, and you just hope that you draw into one of these desert access cards.
Ooh.
So that you can go shipping, get that alliance, and then if you draw into your diplomacy, you can use that to go Highliners instead of having to race there. And that's what they're going to go for, and I like this.
Yep. And they draw.
They'll get pretty much a full cycle. Okay.
Yeah, they're still winning combat.
Get more water.
They have, yep. Baron reveals for 2.
It's probably just nothing at this point. Maybe an Arrakis liaison.
Yeah, I don't think you even bother at this point. Here's Spice Must Flow. For Tessia.
Okay, Tessia catching up a little bit here.
I mean, I guess they could take this Leia Kynes and just guarantee the not Leia Kynes, but the Jessica and guarantee the alliance. Actually, maybe you do that.
That is a point.
Actually, do that.
It accomplishes the same thing.
Yes, it does. Ooh, there's a web of power there now. Oh God, all the good cards.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Probably won't end up mattering now. Everyone's reshuffling.
Yep, it won't matter. But everyone is pretty even now. Suddenly, going into round number 7.
I'm excited.
Me too. This is good.
Some fireworks here.
Staged. They're staged.
Oh, you'd love to see this. Now you get 2 water, everything you could hope for.
It's so good. Oh my. It's so nice. Here you go, sir. All right. Cleaning that up.
Yeah, so Baron's lead evaporating a little bit.
Ilesa.
Actually, evaporating entirely. Everyone will be tied up at the end of this round now.
Yeah,
wow, we have a game. And the unfortunate thing for the Baron is he was kind of in this rush strategy of getting alliances, finishing out the game quickly. Now the engine's really turning for Tessia. They have a lot of powerful cards in their deck. Yep. Lady Jessia, Kwisatz, Thopter. They are going to really run away here.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. And now Firm Grip is kind of turned off entirely now that that alliance is gone.
Yeah, especially because they have spy satellites as well. So it doesn't even do that good for you. I mean, the best you can hope for now is just racing with the guild track with it.
It's economic supremacy, which I gotta say is currently favoring Tessia, with the only one 100%. Who actually has economic supremacy. Oh, that's great. Okay. Oh wow, picks up the Kwisatz as well. Is.
Beautiful. So now they can do both.
They can do everything they want. Tessia is going to hit up shipping, going to get the spacing guild, and is going to hit Highliner and put this game away. Maybe 1, 2. Maybe they can do it.
Yeah, they'd have to figure out a way. Well, they should be able to get to more spice,
Oh yeah, they have
but
3 water, and there's 6
and
spice at the Great Flat.
they should be able to. And yeah, this could potentially be an endgame 4-point turn here, especially if they
Wow,
pick up that alliance.
this is a massive turn for Tessia.
Yeah,
Wow. Draws a dagger.
there it
Draws
is.
Lady Jessica. That one got all weirded out in my. There it goes. That's just. That's pretty much the best couple of draws you could have had right there. The Lady Jessica was a perfect buy.
Oh yeah, and they took the Solari there.
Oh yeah, yeah. That. Oh, did they? No. They got the
Were they
Solari.
at 10 already?
They were at 7. They got the Solari from the shipping guild, Spacing Guild.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, that's what it was.
So they
Yeah,
haven't decided yet. I think they're taking spice
yeah,
here.
yeah. I think that's the right call.
Yep, they are.
It's only one spice away.
Now, what do you do as Baron? You've got voice. You got ring. Man, this is a bit rough this round.
Yeah, if you're thinking about how you're gonna get a point as the Baron here, second place in the combat could be a way to do it. You do have one of the largest garrisons. At least it's kind of out of this one, it
Yeah.
seems.
Unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to be enough to beat like a Tessia sitting on a highliner and only needs 3 points with a reveal. I mean,
No,
I don't
they'd
know.
be fighting for that second place point, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be pretty tempted to go siege, get the water. Maybe you get research station. Maybe if this game goes on for another round, you just set yourself up for another Sayadina point instead.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's your probably best bet is just set up for next round. Hope it doesn't go Green's way, and maybe Red wins the combat somehow.
Yeah.
There's a power play in Ilesa's hand, and they've set aside a dagger
Planning on
for.
getting that Mentat again. No one's been chasing the Mentat.
Yeah, it's been working
This is
out.
an endgame combat. I'd imagine someone would want to hear.
Here's voice. Voice on Carthag.
Okay.
Voicing like Siege Tabor or something like that. That's maybe what I'd see. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the right call.
Makes sense. That sets you up for the Sayadina. Or possibly just for a research station if you think this
Yeah.
isn't going to last.
Although at this point, I probably wouldn't research station. There's no way they're getting up to enough for a Spiceman's flow.
Well, yeah. Do they have any Fremen in their deck? If they don't, then no. But if they do and they draw like a Fremen and Sayadina, I could see it happening.
Do they? I can't remember. They have a Fennec and Death Commando.
Oh, they have
So
Death
they'd have to
Commando.
draw
Okay.
into that with the Sayadina if they get it.
Mm-hmm.
They do have both daggers in the deck still, I think, unless I don't think they trashed it. Any of them? No,
They did
didn't.
not. No.
So definitely some dead draws live.
Baron is at 7 points with this spy satellite, so they're not completely out of it. There's a great flat harvest for Ilesa.
Okay.
That puts a lot of pressure on Tessia to go highliner now.
Yeah.
Although, I mean,
And,
they don't technically have to. They have the all-seeing.
oh, that's true.
They don't have to, but if they want to block Ilesa, they have to.
I don't even know. They have one intrigue card. I would be fairly tempted to just let them waste their resources this round. Still beat them in the combat.
Yeah, probably.
Which
Makes
would
a lot
be
of sense.
hilarious.
Let's see. I guess you'd let Red get a point there. They need another spice must flow though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They only have 5 persuasion.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting it this turn. Unfortunately, they just haven't been able to pick up their High Council seat, and it's been
Yeah.
slowing them down. And they're really going to feel the effects of this turn of not having an extra action, especially if they want to get involved in this combat. Going just once to Highliners. Okay, looks like they will go for the block. Okay.
Yep. This might just seal it up, I think.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is
I don't think
Ilesa
there's any way
do?
anyone's beating them now.
No. Ilesa can go for a point at fold space, but that's totally just nothing.
Keep in mind, detonation devices are still just sitting on the tech row.
It is.
That's more than enough. I mean, if they can't get spice, which for that extra point from economic supremacy, which they could, I guess.
Yeah, I just don't think that Ilesa has enough actions to do any of the things they want to do here, and that's the problem.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important to get these Swordmaster and High Council seats. It really just limits you in the end game when everyone else has more actions and more persuasion than you.
Mm-hmm.
In this game, surprisingly, no one else got their High Council seat, but
Yeah, it's really bizarre. I've seen some 3-player games where everyone gets them, and just
yeah,
it's pretty easy for them too. I mean, they have Solari, but I guess economic supremacy changes your math a little bit and the way you play it. So,
yep. And I'd imagine we see a research station
mm-hmm.
as well. Just
Yep.
guarantee that you can get this Spice Mist flow, get that last troop in. Okay, there's the water for the bear, and they'll put in their last troops. Yeah. I think correctly surmising that this is likely the last round of this game.
Yep.
Although second place doesn't do anything for you.
They pick up an urgent mission. Does that do anything for them? You know what? It
Could.
might. It could.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just a little too late, but
I mean, you could research station.
oh, you know what you could do if you had 2 spice here? You could pay 2 spice and put the Web of Power on top of your deck, then head over to Arakeen and draw it, reveal it, and get a point on Bene Gesserit. You could do that.
Yeah. But they have that point anyway from spy satellites.
That's true. They do.
But they could just do it for the liaison and then
Oh, what is
research station.
this research with Jessica? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. You're going to draw your whole deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. How many
Yeah,
cards
they
are
have
in there?
more
They
than
have-
enough water.
Draw your entire deck. Draw. You'll have plenty. As long as there's no blanks in there, you're fine.
Yep. And they still have an action left, so.
There's the Bashar. Yep. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just enough.
Yep. And they can play one of those dunes, grab some spice.
Yep.
So they can afford all 3 points from economic supremacy. And yeah, this is looking pretty locked up, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Baron's just going to grab some spice for... Or never mind. They'll,
I guess Baron is looking at this urgent mission, but you don't have a symbol for that. I don't know what they're doing. Honestly, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused. But, maybe it's just they know it's over. It does look a little bit over. It looks pretty
Yeah.
over. This power play, man. This power play for Ilesa. It's just sad. It's just not doing anything. What do you do here? Conspire? Conspire's not terrible.
Conspire, you can go to fold space. You're pretty much just getting a point to beat the Baron at this point.
You still have the Sonic Snooper, so Conspire gets you an extra look at...
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, some extra cards you might want.
It's not like you need the spice anymore.
That's right. I mean, other than a tiebreaker, but there's no there's no second place in this game. It's all or nothing.
Yep.
So
they'd have to get pretty lucky here, but
Yes.
they could get something.
what could they get?
I don't know.
Could they buy
actually.
spice? 2, 3. It's a second wave. It's not
Yeah,
going
it's
to
not
do
going
it.
to do anything.
No. You can shuffle it away. Yeah, a bit fortunate that last round for Tessia. Just drew like all the good cards that you needed right at the right time.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Here's Sonic Snoopers. Picks up a strong arm. Can use that now, actually. Does that do anything? That doesn't do anything. It gets you another troop. Nope. You pay a troop to get 2 troops. And an allied armada.
Yeah, that's not going to do anything for them
womp.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they went for it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, they'll do it anyway.
Sometimes.
Got a nice hefty garrison going.
Sometimes it happens that way. All right. Last action for Tessia, and then the big reveal. And I think that's going to be all she wrote. This is a spice harvest. Just Imperial Basin for 3 spice seems reasonable.
Yeah, and I think this game was a good illustration of how a kind of a rush to win character like the Baron can actually be caught up to pretty effectively by a slower engine building kind of deck. In this case, Tessia.
Yeah.
Because they just had a lot more turns to go. Actually, you know what? This is still turn 7.
So, it is turn 7, yeah. This
so the game still actually did go pretty quick.
It was quick. Yeah, Tessia tends to do that. And, well, it doesn't hurt that you have Lady Jessica Kwisatz and the Smuggler Slopter. And I was poo-pooing this Imperial Bashar, but, you know, it helped win a combat, so it did its thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think you get some spice, you reveal, you win the combat. It's like, what else are you going to do? There's an urgent mission here in the Baron's hand.
That is true. They can only play to Arakeen.
Yeah, that's it.
So they'll get one more dying breath. Put one more troop in.
Yep, and then they'll see all the daggers in Tessia's hand, and that will seal it. Oh, actually, you know what they could do is they can urgent mission to Carthag. Is what they could do, because they just pull the Carthag guy back and then play him again.
Yeah, that's true.
So that gets them one extra look at another intrigue card that could help, possibly. I don't know if it's going to be enough in the end, because there's like 4, 5, 6 extra daggers in hand total. So they'd have to get to 23. I don't know if that's
I can't actually think of a single card that would get them a point at this point. You know?
Yeah, I don't think there is one.
Going for the diplomacy here.
Plans within plans would be worth 1 point. That's it.
No, because they only have 1 with the Bennett. Or, oh, yeah, 1 point. Yep, you're right.
It's just 1 point. So they'd end at 8 in that case, but as it stands, just 7. Looks like it's going to be a diplomacy instead. They're not even going to bother.
Where are they going with this?
Okay. Just in case.
Really just making sure. Yeah, you know what? Baron does have 3
that's true.
cards in their hand.
That's true.
So if they had some crazy stuff.
They got no spice, though. You look at them and you see, well, they have no spice. What are they going to do?
That's true.
They just don't have anything that they can do with that stuff. So
because even 3 ambushes won't catch them up to you.
So if he was holding a Bennett, what do you call it? Like I'm saying like there was a possible awesome play with the bypass protocol shenanigans here, but like just Baron just had no spice this game because Tessia was hoarding it all. Well, they did get an ambush, so that would have put him up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still wouldn't have been 23, but it was closer.
Reveal here from red. You don't buy anything. I mean, they could if they wanted to get Shai-Hulud.
Yeah.
For fun.
Sure.
Yeah, they'll take it. Why not?
And that is going to do it for us here in just a second. There's the reveal for the Spice Must Flow. So many cards. You don't know what to do with them all.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra swords.
Yep.
Yep, and there it is.
All right, and to combat, or Baron reveals, then to combat. And Baron's just going to show everything for fun, and then we're going to reward Tessia with the win here. Ivan the Terrible is going to take this down with 10 points. Is it 10 points? Let me do my math here. Yep, just 10 points. No memo quarters this game. Corner of the market doesn't quite get there, so needed one more spice for that to work. But yeah, 10 points just across the finish line. And Wooklee with Ilesa, with a good showing for the Ilesa, actually, with unfortunately unable to get the second spice must flow for this Holtzman engine. That was such a bummer.
Surprisingly, yeah,
Yeah.
just not having the high council seat really held them back from hitting that threshold.
It really did.
I feel.
It really did. That's going to do it.
Yeah.
Let's jump back into the group and say hi to them. Hey, guys.
You know what? Can you do us a big favor and not post this video?
Yeah, well,
Kidding.
I reveal my hand, just show y'all what I'm planning to do that whole round.
I know, you're like, uh-oh. Well, but you got to hand it to Wooklee and Ivan didn't block you. They didn't block you.
Yeah, because they could have just went to stealth suits and
Yeah,
blocked it to the point that round.
I saw your flash, but I was like, no, that'd be. You were nice enough for me to let me take back that, or to redo that signet ring move. So
Yeah.
I had to.
Truthfully, though, to be honest with you, I actually didn't want Wooklee to go here because I was going to go get a water and then come back here with that entry card, and I was going to get 2 points out of it. But it all worked out. It's all what it is.
Yep.
What was your last intrigue there, Blue?
Oh, it's terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was some cool stuff you could have done with this had you some extra spice. You could have like grabbed this, put it on top, and then gone to like Arakeen and drawn it and then gone up.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that, but I mean it was just a little too late, but it was
Yeah.
but Tessia just sat on spice the whole game. Was just like on this mountain of spice. It was insane. Like
I made a
I
bad
know, I
mistake
was-
taking my bump here. I should have took it here. That's probably another mistake I made.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I would have tried to fight you on either one, probably, whichever one you'd done it, because I said if I didn't, as I was afraid Red was going to get Lady Jessica, but if he got Lady Jessica, then I was first to ship that next turn, so I would have gotten my bump on shipping if I hadn't have got Lady Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, the game's real different for 3 people. It's real different.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, Baron, I just stalled bad. It just went and it's done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to 6 points like on turn 3 or 4. It felt like.
Yeah.
Yep. Typical Baron though. Typical Baron. It happens
Typical
with Baron a
Baron.
lot.
It was all good though, man. It was a good game.
It was good. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, well played.
I just had no buy for those first couple rounds. There was like I think 3 rounds that I had one influence.
And then you bought 7, 8.
Yeah, I cannot believe the deck you ended up with at the end of this. I was even talking about him being, I'm like, he has a blue access card. Eventually, like the first 2 rounds, you're like not buying anything, starting out super slow, but then you ramped up. Like,
it was
to 1,000.
this. It was 100% this.
Yeah.
And then I knew with all that spice, I knew I was going to be able to hit up Research Station and Highliner, so I knew I could just cycle my deck.
Yeah, when I revealed Kwisatz, I kind of felt bad. I was like, oh no, I know where this is going.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I lucked into drawing Kwisatz right off the bat.
Yeah. I got to give Wooklee some props here, man, for playing Ilesa. We love seeing Ilesa, and you showed some really good sequencing here. We were talking about it. The turn where you switched out, I think you had, I'm not sure what you had, but then you switched back in your ring, which I think was the right play. And we were talking about what like the best sequence is for Ilesa there, and I think that you found the right line, and that was cool. And there's a lot of things that kind of just happened to go wrong. Like you never ended up getting the High Council, which really hurt the Holtzman, and just a couple of weird draws like after alliances were taken, right? Like you got the the power play, like the turn after you would have loved to like use it, right?
Yeah, it was a little weird, but it's just it just happened. It happened. It's probably because I made a bad deck.
No, you had a fine deck. Actually, you had a very, very good deck. In fact, I was like, wow, you had the treacheries.
Maybe buying like all the treacheries.
Double treachery.
Against,
I think
people that bump 2 in the beginning and people that move around was not the best play.
should you have held on to your second? Because you used one treachery right out of the gate. Should you have held on to that and just for the combat ability, or is it clogging up your deck too much? Did you feel like?
Because if I'm trying to buy the Spiceman's Flow, I think using him as soon as possible is probably the best for me.
Interesting. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I was kind of saying that when we were commentating too. Just because you're building your engine around Spiceman's Flows, but also getting like a lot of cards that don't reveal for anything. So you do have to get those out of your deck.
And unfortunately,
and there was no tech that cycled that flipped. Oh shit!
Oops.
There was none of the cards that like flipped for like you needed
like a hollow projectors or invasion ships or something like that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Even a disposal would have been fine to just trash the thing and get more value.
Yeah, hollow projectors would have been awesome for you.
Yeah.
Green, I was surprised you didn't go for the detonation devices.
Yeah, we were talking about that too. The detonation devices. I mean,
at the Dreadnought.
When I bought the water, instead.
Yeah.
That was a decision I because when it was up, my Dreadnought was on a square, so I wouldn't have been able to use that turn, and I was concerned about Baron having more water access because that would have been if he needed like one more water to bump his Sayadina, that would have been an easy 2 spice for a victory point. So it was a denial pick because I wasn't going to be able to use detonation devices that turn. So
I really didn't like how you spent a lot more on units, but that was really important on the last turn. But like the turn before that, when I only had 3 units in, and then or 4 units in, and then you went highliner, and then like you put a lot of units for that one.
You freaked me out when you put in that 4th troop. I was like, why in the world would he put in a 4th troop? And I just spaced out that. Yeah, I didn't think because I knew this was in your discard.
Yeah.
So I was like, at first I thought, okay, it's because you want to play that, but it was in your discards. Like, you're going to come in, you've got all sorts of stuff in your intrigue cards. You're going to play. You're going to come over the top, and I'm already committed, so I might as well just overcommit and win the fight than leave an opening. And then when you play that, I was like, oh, that makes total sense. But and I'd way overcommitted at that point. But I was worried. I was scared. You poker played me really good.
I'm a scary person. I understand that. Yeah.
You bluffed well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I read too much into it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Ivan. We'll see you in the quarters.
Yeah.
And thanks for playing, guys. We really appreciate it. It's been a really fun time watching you play. And thanks for letting me commentate and Orski commentate.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Y'all take care.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Ivan, 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
What's that?
Oh, no, 2 out of 3. No, man. You deserved it, man. This is a great game. I loved it.
Thanks.
All right, guys. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. And we will see you next time.